We have seen some of them got shot and immediately they take them somewhere. Somebody is taking care of these guys. Somebody is bankrolling them. Some people are enjoying the insecurity situation in this country. They are earning from it.
And of course, now let's get into the conversation this morning. But I won't do this alone. I have with me Afolabi join us this morning. It's good to have you in the studio this morning.
Good to have you too. Thank you very much for having me.
Let's get into the conversation, especially that of Ribadu, the former Kaduna State Governor, the federal government, maybe DSS and the FCC. So there's been that conversation of tapping into the communication system of the National Security Advisor of the country, and then they came out to say it on live television that yes, somebody did that, and then they've been able to successfully tap into the communication system of the National Security Advisor. But I just want to know your thoughts on this. What do you think is the wider implications of this for the country?
Well, it's unfortunate that it's coming from Ribadu, who is not just new in the system, a former federal capital minister, former governor, and a deep politician in the northern side of Nigeria, to have come out openly to, come with that open secret to say that they've been able to tap into the National Security Advisor of the federal government, and this is what they are working on. I think federal government has all rights to deal with him in this direction. I know he's not going to go scot-free, and this may also blow up so many other political tension that we are envisaging and we don't even expect at the time like this. Yes, that as it may, it also tells us that the political space, the political elites are not having it rosy like before. It's going to be a war that many people may fall by the side and many may want to forcefully align with the present one. Yes, Ribu Badu has openly declared that he's not a friend to Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The president is only a member at the time he was contesting, and that was why he worked for him. He opened up so many secrets that many people don't know, and even telling us that he knows how they got there, he knows what it takes them to be there, and he will also open the bags to allow the cats to escape. So that tells us that our country have not been sitting on a very good seat. We have all been sitting on the keg of gunpowder. And we felt that we have been managed by people who really have the thoughts and the love of this country at heart. You imagine the person of Nuru Ribadu being tapped into by El-Rufai, who has once been a governor. If it is not compulsory, you'll be there always. It is that when you are there, you are opportune to be there, and understanding that there are many people far better than you outside there who, if they are given the same opportunity, may do better. But because you are not opportune to continue that particular space, you will see that immediately El-Rufai was taken out of the government. He started the enmity with the present government, which I personally don't see as a very good thing at all. Whatever manner I want to do it, you could have even stand at the edge of the opposition, playing your role, trying to correct, bringing out mistake, open up the loopholes where government has not been performing, trying to put them on that track and let them see it, and not to create a kind of enmity, a kind of tension, unhealthy rivalry that will mar the development, the growth of the country. It's very sad. For what he has said, I think the government should do something.
Okay. One of the things you quite made mention of, and I'm very interested in that, is why I would ask this question. I know you hold no brief for Nasir El-Rufai, but what do you think El-Rufai is looking for? Because there's been claims on the corridors to say, some said the president approached him to say, we want to give you an appointment, and then he declined. Others are saying perhaps they didn't give him something he wants, right? So what do you think? Do you think Malam El-Rufai, Nasir El-Rufai, is looking for something?
Of course, he's looking for something. When you see at the time the president came on power after the election, they all went out doing their campaign, telling people what they want to do. I remember at the time the president was outside the country, and the question was asked to talk about security, and the president pointed to him, that he should answer that question, and he tells the kind of confidence the president would have had in him, the kind of belief he thought he would gather from him. But when he gets to a point of appointing him as a minister, People raise eyebrow. People talk about it that it's going to be a threat to the country. It's going to be a security threat. Even if he is made the national security advisor to the president, he himself is going to become a security threat to the country. We are not looking at Nigeria as in Nigeria alone. We are looking at Nigeria and our diplomatic relationship with other countries. Look at it now. Very unfortunate. USA is coming to the country to assist in our insecurity, to make us have a stable security performance, something like that. But what will have happened if it is El-Rufai in that position? Will El-Rufai be able to negotiate or talk very well with the United States of America on the area on the allegation against the killing of Christians in the country? What will he think he will be presenting forward? He, as a president, as a governor, as at his time, made a particular point, a particular statement that dealt with Christians in his own state. His state is known to be a place where you have a governor as a Muslim and a Christian as a deputy governor. But when he got there, he changed the direction. He changed the target. He changed everything, and he made it a Muslim ticket. And he frowned at it and was very blown at what he's doing. El-Rufai himself, because he has not been able to get what he wanted, like you said, he has become a roaring lion. He has got a kind of dog not to keep at home. And that is why even this, they have been looking for a way to get him very well. I don't know what happened from his father family end. He just spoke anyhow and he gets into the trap.
One of the things that is also on the table of discourse is this. In 2023, when he was appointed, or when his name was given out to the Senate to screen, the Senate did not pass him for security concerns, according to them. So according to Ecuador, they said it's because of security concerns. He doesn't have security clearance to run for as being a minister in the country. And then later withdrew himself that, okay, whatever the case is, he's not doing. So some have said that's why he's coming against this present administration. But the other conversation has been that if we talk about Kaduna State, at the time when he was governor, there were a lot of issues, especially criminal issues, security concerns, and all of that. But I want to see, some Nigerians are already begging the question that, could it be that why one of the reasons we have, insecurity in some parts of the north has been that some high-profile people are bankrolling. Because recently the United States brought out about 8 names of people that they have, so they've frozen their accounts because of that, and they've said, oh, there's a sanction on these people, and they are bringing it out. Should we say that there's more to that list, and that more could include?
Yeah, until that name is out, until his name is out, we cannot say his name is part of those people that are bankrolling them. But we know, me and you know, that it will not be possible for insurgents to continue this much without some people bankrolling them. If we have seen the video, you see that these people are not living in flats, not that they're living in duplex, not that they're living in mansions. They are living in the bush. They get feed, they get medical assistance. We have seen some of them got shot, and immediately they take them somewhere. Somebody is taking care of these guys. Somebody is bankrolling them. Some people are enjoying the insecurity situation in this country. They are earning from it, and that is where they felt that they can bring down every government. They can, they can get there by force. Those who are clamoring for a new Nigeria now, as once been in that government before, you ask them, what have you been able to do? What has been your record? What have you gained? What are the things that you have imparted? How has the people seen you when you were in government? Atiku Abubakar has been in government for, 1993. He has been running to be in government for the time I know it was 1993. Even he contested in 1999, but he was stepped down for Obasanjo. And at that time, he got the governorship ticket for Adamawa until Obasanjo picked him up as vice president. If he has not picked him up as vice president, maybe he has ended up as first-time governor, second-time governor of Adamawa State. And look at Adamawa State. Look at the insecurity in Adamawa State. Look at the level of bad governance in Adamawa State, and somebody from that state is still claiming to want to come and rule the entire country. I cannot understand. And I understand too that people who are behind the insecurity of this government, of this country, are in the government. If not, the kind of these insurgents are coming up in groups. They recruit like they are recruiting for a firm. A companies that needed technicians, security, in that capacity, and they get them. You see these guys floating their money, the money they got from those they have kidnapped on TikTok. And Nigerians can't go with that. The government can't go after those guys. But they can go after an NYC copper who could come up and say the government is not doing well. They could trace that person easily. You know, our communication has also been infiltrated to a point that we, an ordinary Nigerian, are not safe when we make some posts. But those guys in those other areas can make. I can't just imagine they going after. They give us the video of the time they burst into the Nigerian prison. We saw the video, the Kuje prison. They released the prisoners. They give us a 30-minute video of how they even gave some of those guys clothes and money to go before they started burning and everything.
Okay, I'll follow it. Let's talk electoral reform very quickly. And that's also on the table. That's on the plate of many Nigerians. Many people are saying, let's take a bite of this issue because there is a protest currently awaiting the lawmakers today at the National Assembly. Others are saying that, okay, so why is it so difficult? Telcos recently released a report that what they are facing or what the claims of the Senate has been that because of network issues and all of that, there might not be a real-time transmission of results. Meanwhile, telcos have said, we have what it takes to do that the country is not suffering from that. We can do that in many parts of the country. And so that there's been claims about, is there an intentional effort to sabotage the effort of INEC come 2027? Is there an alleged plot to put on the table electoral malpractices, to do rigging, to do vote buying and all of that? Is there a way that they're trying to push this narrative so it can favor those people who want to rig elections?
You have answered the question.
I've not answered anything. I want you to answer it because I'm asking. There's been different conversations.
There are serious mobilization to destroy the electoral processes.
By who?
By those in power.
Who are those in power? This administration or another administration?
Oh, my brother. This administration cannot be another administration. This one, you see, let me tell you, 2027 is a game plan that they felt that if they don't get it right before the election, they may get out of the place unplanned. And that is why you see many allegations coming before the INEC, asking the INEC to reverse the transfer of election to be an e-transfer, to go on real-time electronic transmission. Even the people that are allocating for it, like my brother or my uncle, former governor of Abia State, Oju Dokalu, telling the world that his own place they don't really have network. But he went there. He was always at home. When he picked his call, he can take calls. I don't understand. When you see people talking in that manner, that they have something, that they are covering up. They understand that Nigeria is becoming more wiser than before. They also want to see that if they can do their mathematics very well, they'll be able to bring down everything to favor them. I don't know why you are afraid. You've gotten more governors to your side. You are saying that a state is saying that it will deliver 10 million to the election. Another state is talking about 10 million. And if you had 10 million by Nigerian population will have been over the number that want to deliver the election. But I tell you, my brother, if they are really doing what is necessary, what is needed by the people, they don't need all this. They don't need it. And I tell you, they also plan to tell the INEC officer, the INEC chairman, that the days they have picked for election is going to be it's not favorable to some part of the religion, that they don't feel that is good. And why? I don't know. I don't understand. So it tells you that some people are just at the corner enjoying the destabilization of this country. Because I've got to understand that wherever there is crisis, there is money. Some people are earning from it. Those guys that will go and mobilize, that will go to the state House of Assembly and mobilize, are not going there unfed. They have something they are going to bring back after now.
Yeah, General Musa has come out to say that he's trying to explain why we have another troops, because the first troops we had from the US recently is about 200 personnel, right? Now we have 100 also coming in. So he explained that they are currently in Bauchi. And then he's trying to suppress them because there are different claims from different. Because if you don't explain these things, that's why communication is very important. It's okay to do something good, but it's also important that you put that conversation to the fore. Yeah. Let people understand why this is. Don't just put it and let it let them start guessing, right? So, what do you make of this? Have we gotten to a point where the country eventually end banditry and insecurity?
I am praying so.
But do you think this would help? This would go along with the United States troops?
Well, the United States are not just coming in because we only inviting them, but they are coming for a mission which we know that at the end of the day, is going to favor Nigerians, not the airlines.
Afolabi, thank you very much for joining us this morning.
Thank you for having me again.
And of course, let's now switch focus to the big story with Samson Balogun. After this break, join us again.